we got the radiator out of the vehicle. Now, when you're taking the radiator out of a car such as this, because now we're into the DIY part of it, and if you notice over here, there's a lot of wires on these new cars. There's a lot of wire harnesses, and I believe this one here would be for the anti-brake system. There's a little computer module. Motherfucker. Hang on. Southwest. What do you need, please? Hello? What do you want? Okay, we're not interested, thank you. Salespeople, what are you going to do?
Welcome to D.I.Y. Automotive School with my friend Pete and Minnie, the body shop girl. It's everything you need to know about cars and more.
Okay, what we got here is we got a lot of wires on these new cars, and it's pretty much plug and play. If you notice, each individual harness is different in its own way. Do you see what I'm saying here?
Yeah.
Does that make sense? So you really can't mess up as far as which way they go, this, that, and the other. And that leads us into the condenser, because once you remove the radiator, you have to take the condenser out. This is our air conditioning condenser. And if you look on the back here, I already went and removed one of the lines, and this does not have nuts, bolts, and washers holding it on. It's got a very special locking system that once you push this in, and you're going to have to get down here now, Dylan, you can see that it's got the O-rings, and once you push this into here, it locks it in place with a spring and becomes very, very tight. You have to remove these with a special tool to get them off. Now, this is the toolkit that is required. I don't know the name of this type of a setup, but these are designed, these special tools are designed, and I have another one right here, and I want to show you that. What's that noise, bud? Are we texting now?
I don't have my phone out, do I?
Okay, this is another little item that I keep. These are actually this is a throwaway tool, and this is designed for a Volkswagen. But this is your universal kit that you would purchase right here. I'm right here now, Dylan. Bring the camera over here so we can see that very closely. And if you notice, they're all in different colors, and they're all in different sizes. And on the Ford, you would use these two here. Now, what you do with this is, let's say that our line is right here. I'm going to try to get these wires out. Okay, if your line is on the vehicle, can you see that? Maybe you might come back here and zoom in, Dylan. Try to get that real close because I'm trying to show everybody this. You would take your line removal tool, and if you notice, it's spring loaded, and inside it right here, you can see where one side has a lip on it. Do you see that?
Yeah.
So you would put that on the outside, away from the condenser, take your tool, wrap it around where the knurl of the fitting that you're looking at, the knurl of that fitting right there, all right, and this would fit inside here, right around that. Let me get it on there. It's hard to do this and show you, but we're going to go ahead and proceed. You would take this right here, and you would wrap this, okay, and the knurl would go right in the center. Once that's on there, you would go ahead and push that in. Did you see how I just pushed that in?
Right.
Once that's pushed in, what's that doing? It's opening up that lock spring inside there so you can pull your line off of the vehicle. Just like so. Once you feel that it's become loose, you go ahead and take your tool off, and then your line comes off just like that. So this is very important to own this if you're going to do this type of work, or if you're even thinking about doing this at home on your own vehicle. You're going to have these items. This is a very, very specific item to have. To get this line off without ruining it though, we'll have to take the condenser out, loosen it from the structure so we can pull it back. But that's something that you should know, and that's a very, very good helpful hint on doing a hard hit collision repair, is knowing the right procedures and the right tools to have to do a job like this. This bastard is fucked, dude. Okay, hold on a minute. Because if you look right in this area here, you can see where the frame structure has crushed the condenser in. So what we're going to do is we're going to take the pry bar and basically go ahead and get that condenser out of our way. We got to have that out of the vehicle to get this thing straightened out. And when you're using a pry bar, if you notice what I did there, do you see what I did? I put it behind the wire harness because I don't want to ruin the wire harness. And wow, this thing's fucked up, dude. This thing is really fucked up. There it is. Okay, the condenser just came out when I did that. That was holding that in, see? So, as you watch, make sure that you listen, because the real technique to the whole situation is watching, listening, and learning. Am I right?
That's right.
Now, we have employees that have worked at SWRC that don't grasp that concept. But there's nothing I can do about it. It's life. It's not my problem. Now, if you come over here again, Dylan, I want to show you this. Okay, if you look right there, once we got the condenser loose, you can see, okay, watch this line. Do you see how that comes apart now?
Yeah.
Now that you use the special tool to get it out. So we're going to go ahead and remove our condenser. And we got a hell of a situation here with all these fucking wires.
Oh shit.
And you really, really got to make sure that you're careful about how you pull stuff out of the car, because you definitely don't want to fuck up your wire harness. So you get that out of there. And we can see that that's been all crushed and dented and needs replaced. Alright, so now that we have stripped down our core support and we can visually see it over here, look inside here, Dylan, so everybody can see what's going on. Now that we can see what's going on, we can really see the crushable areas that got wrecked. I think I'm going to leave this on here. This is actually not a transmission cooler, but it's a power steering cooler, and that's something else you need to research, see? And that's what you're doing here with my friend Pete. That's why you're watching this, is to research, to know what the fuck's going on, to find the little tidbits in the conversation that you can use. So we're going to go ahead and leave our transmission cooler. Did I say transmission cooler?
Yeah, you did.
We're going to leave our power steering cooler on the vehicle. We also found out that he has a remote control walkie-talkie fucking alarm, and we see that that's busted. So what we'll do with that is let the owner decide what he wants to do, and you know, go from there. But what we got to do next, we got the whole front end once again stripped. If you look right here, here's a sign. I want you to take a look at the clutch on this. And you can see where, when this car got hit, of course this the compressor sticks out farther than everything else. And you can see where, right here, do you see that right there?
Yeah.
Okay, where it sheared the clutch. All right, and if you look very, very closely, you can see that now the compressor doesn't even line up with the pulley itself at all. So this will have to be replaced as well. Visual inspection is very, very important when doing this. Let me get a pointer. I want to show you something. I want to point something out right here so Dylan can get his camera in here, because I was trying to show Dylan over here, but if he can get his eyeball over here. If you look down here where I'm pointing, right here where I'm touching this, do you see that?
Yep.
if you look real close, you can see a wrinkle right here where it's buckled out. Now, we come over on this side, and let me point it out over here. See if we can get the camera down in here. And I don't think we can. Can you see that right there where I'm touching right here on the corner of this shock tower? Do you see that? See how nice and flat that is and straight? Do you understand now?
Yeah.
Okay. It's very, very important. It's very, very important to always use your visual knowledge to find the problems that are in front of you. Okay, so visuality is very important when dealing with a vehicle like this. Our main problem is in this area down in here. If you look at that front frame rail section right here, you can see that it's really crushed in hard. And it stops right here at the subframe. Do you see that? Mm-hmm. So that's telling me, if you look right here on this seam, do you see that seam right there? This is called the front apron. Okay? This section right here is called the front apron. All right, this whole section. And it welds down on there. If you come up here, you can see where the line right here is, okay, and you can see the spot welds, and it goes down the shock tower, all right? And then, of course, you got your shock tower, and then this part here would be your rear apron. This is your outer extension, inner fender well extension, and on and on and on. So we will have to replace this piece for sure, and they're going to try to straighten this out, but if not, if you look over here, okay, over there, over here, you can see that we got this whole frame section here that we'll be able to splice in and use. Now, we will be using this piece here and whatever necessary it takes to do the right fucking job. The next thing that we will do, we have the car stripped, ready to go to the frame shop, but there's one thing that we have to do, and what is that, Dylan?
Get it loaded up.
No. We have to fix all the suspension on it to the best possible way that we can do it.
Exactly.
Now, if we look right here, we can see that this has got a big 1.5 inch sway bar, which is a heavy duty race kit style sway bar. I don't know if they came with that or not, but anyway, we will have to take our sway bar. Let's look at this one and see what kind of sway bar we got on this. Okay, that must be a factory situation because this sway bar here is exactly the same. But you see the rack here?
Right.
We're going to have to replace the rack and pinion. We'll have to come over here and replace all parts necessary. Bring your camera down here, Dylan. All parts necessary that we got to do right here, and transfer all those parts over to... Son of a bitch, look what happened to my Snap-on fucking... I don't believe it. And they say Snap-on lasts forever. Well, I can tell you one thing. It's guaranteed forever, and I'll be getting a brand fucking new one, Bob.
Oh, shit.
You can bank on that, dude. I don't fucking believe that.
Oh, man.
I don't fucking believe it, dude. That's 2 fucking Snap-on tools today that we broke. And that's funny to you, huh?
Yeah, that is.
All right. We're going to go take lunch. We'll be back. We're going to get our suspension done, get this car down on the ground, and go from there. I hope you're learning something out there, the little tidbits, the visual aspect of it, and also the hands-on, you can do it yourself attitude is going to get you to this fucking point right here. We're still climbing the fucking mountain. We're still climbing up the hill to get this bitch done, and we're almost there. This is Pete, my friend Pete, your friend Pete. And we got Dylan behind the camera. We'll see you on the next one.
Thanks for watching D.I.Y. Automotive School. Classes don't stop till you know everything.